Hello, welcome to Eurobike 2025. Yes, it is that time of year again to have a run around the halls here in Frankfurt and check out what's new at Europe's biggest bike show. Let's get the ball rolling though with Classified, because yesterday you might have seen the announcement that these guys are now partnering with Shimano, or at least Shimano have opened their ecosystem so that now their Powershift hubs with those internal gearings in there compared with Di2 shifters, which is, well, let's just say huge for these guys. Shimano are renowned for being a little bit of a closed shop, and apparently it's been 3 years in the work for these guys to pull this thing off. And it's also good timing because let's just say Shimano have just released the new GRX 1x Di2 system as well. Other new stuff here. They are doing their own chain set now, all the axle whips that you would usually expect, and they've got their own chain rings made by Wolf Teeth. Check that out, that's not a bad purple one, is it? Bring back the 90s, that's what I say. And finally, you will have also seen the news just a couple of weeks back that their group set, along with TRP, is available. Last year we saw it for the first time. It is out in the wild now, it's out with the distributors. How long will it be before we see it on a bike in the wild? Hopefully not too long, because it definitely looks like it works pretty well. Right, where to next? Look at that. Changed my shirt already because I was getting a bit sweaty. 30 degrees here in Frankfurt, but you don't need to know that. What you need to know is I'm here at Belgian Cycling Factory, those who started out life as Ridley and have grown over the past, well, good few years. We've not just got Ridley here with a new bike, a new e-gravel bike, the e-Astra. 52mm of clearance for your tyres there, but what's really interesting is they're using TQ motors, which you don't see used too much, but are blooming interesting. I'll actually head over there in a minute. They are tiny. I checked these out a couple of years back at another event, and apparently the company kind of went off and started doing e-motors because, well, they wanted a bit of fun, but they do a lot of stuff for aerospace usually. It's a huge company, they've got it going on, they know what they're doing, and their motors are tiny. Anyway, yeah, we got a new gravel bike from Ridley, but from amongst their other brands, which is Eddie Merckx as well, we have got some tasty looking bikes, including an anniversary special for the man himself, because he was 80 the other day. Plus we've also got, just check this out, a Capri Sun team bike from way back. That paint job is killer. Lovely jubbly. Right, what else we got going on news-wise from Belgian Cycling Factory? Well, they own 2 more brands since last year. They've picked up Nuke Proof, a brand that went, do we say belly up after Wiggle and Chain Reaction went under a couple of years ago, and a brand that they owned along with Vitus. Will that ever resurface? I do not know. But he also owned Aero, which is a town bike brand as well. Right, I think that's more than enough from these lot. Let's go somewhere else. All right, we've just been over to Ridley, checked out that new e-bike. They've got it here as well on the TQ stand, and they've got a very interesting exploded view of the motor to see how small it is. As I was saying, it's a really interesting company, and it's interesting to see the market growing for e-gravel bikes. In fact, I've got one of them Orbi Adinas in for review at the moment. When I say I've got one in for review, my wife's nicked it, she likes it a lot. It'll be interesting to see if we can get the Ridley in, do a back-to-back review, see how the two systems differ, the TQ motor versus the Shimano E-Step system that is on the Orbi. If that's something that you're interested in, let us know in the comments below. Next stand. All right, we're here with Hannah at Continental, Road Product Manager. You got something exciting to show us, haven't you?
Yes, this is the Archetype. This is our Tour de France Special Edition this year, developed in collaboration with Team UAE. Also the tire that we'll be seeing in the Tour de France. It is a 36-2 road bike tire. It's
Width?
36-2, so 30 is the width.
36-2.
Yeah, I know, I keep saying it like as like one sentence, like 36-2 road bike tire, yeah, width 30. Lightest and fastest, tubeless ready, 36-2 tire in our portfolio.
Okay, weight-wise, what's that then?
Weight-wise, it would be, oh my God, now you're asking too
I can
fast.
hear the numbers going.
Yeah. It's 260 grams, yeah.
So 260 grams,
260,
you've removed
35 grams compared to an STR.
Crikey, that's a bag of crisps. That's a good bag of crisps there you've removed from each wheel. So 70 grams over 2 wheels.
Yes.
How puncture protective is it?
It has reduced puncture protection. As said, it was developed in collaboration with Team UAE, so of course racing is like their main focus.
Yeah.
It does not have a breaker, but puncture protection I think would still be so good that you can you use it in any race, but it's not the tire that you should get for everyday riding.
It's not an everyday training tire, it's your fast.
Yeah.
So is the compound different to the GP5000?
No, we stuck to the black chili compound because we just see rolling resistance wise and in terms of grip it is just a superior compound. So.
And when you say limited to the Tour de France, how many are going to be on the market for us mere mortals?
I'm not sure if I get to say the actual number.
But there'll be enough throughout the tour if we want to pick one up.
Yeah.
Right, price-wise?
The MSRP is 105.95.
Right.
And
how long has it been in development with UAE then?
We started development, I think, a year ago, a bit over a year ago. So it has been a lot of back and forth, testing by them, testing by us, making sure that it's really the product that they were looking for, a product that they also love riding and love using. And yeah, we're excited to see how the Tour de France will go.
How Poggy gets on.
Yeah.
All right, we've come over to Tern because there is a bike I've wanted to check out for a little while now, or at least since it was launched a couple of months back. The Orox. This thing is a beast of a machine. An e-cargo off-road monster. You can do all sorts on it. Just look at the sheer amount of kit this thing is carrying. Yes, you can do your painting and decorating duties on it, right through to going off into the wilds. Certainly a departure from their usual small, compact town cargo bikes, but certainly blooming cool. All right, if I'm looking confused, a little bit baffled, there was a very good reason. I have come over to the Java stand, a Chinese bike brand that I actually covered back at your Taipei cycle show. The bikes have caught my eyes again, and I got chatting to somebody this time round. Now, I knew they were cheap, but check this thing out, the Vittoria. Apparently it's a 10-year-old frame model, but definitely interesting looking, isn't it? Right, I'm going to give you 3 seconds to guess the price. Carbon frame, some very funky looking bars on there with sort of your Spinacci clip-ons, if you remember them things. 105 Di2 rear mech shifters, alloy chain set, carbon disc wheel, deep section wheel up front. Yes, I know it's got Michelin Dynamic Sport tyres on there, so cheapo tyres, but yeah, 3 seconds to guess the price. 2, 1, £2,000 retail if you buy it direct from them. That's bananas. But check this thing out. This is their time trial bike, the Vega. L2 group set on there this time round. Same wheels. Go on, guess how much that one is. £3,000, I think. How are they doing it? Anyway, I have a video coming in the near future that started in Taipei. I'm working on about how the European Western brands all need to look in their rear view mirrors, check their backs, because the Asian brands are coming. They're getting the marketing right, they're getting the look of the bikes right most of the time. And I think they're going to take a chunk out the market very soon. I don't think we need to wait too long till Giant, Merida, somebody like that starts putting like the L2 group sets on their bikes, and then Shimano and SRAM are in for a bit of a battle. Right, let's go and see if we can find something a little bit more expensive. Okay, we have come over to Factor because I wanted to come and check out, well, from the amount of clearance, it's got their latest gravel bike, but no, it's not. It is their unreleased Aero race bike, something we've seen, I think Jake Stewart go to victory on already. Yes, this thing is going to upset the UCI a little bit, I'm guessing. It's taken a lot of cues from their track bike that the Australian national squad have used at the Olympics, if I remember rightly. But yeah, it is extreme. We've seen it in use at the Dauphiné already. it'll probably be at the Tour de France without a shadow of a doubt. How long will it be available for the pro teams to use, for us mere mortals to use? Well, we do not know, because the UCI rules are changing soon, aren't they? This thing though is pretty damn wild, isn't it? Nothing else to say, absolutely wild. Next up, these people, Magene, just a quickie, because I've not been able to get to chat with anybody, but I've wanted to see what they've got going on for a little while, ever since I went to the Taipei Bike Show, because it looks like, well, they're working on some interesting stuff. It looks clean and tidy. We've even got a group set here. Now, I know Alvin has tested the cranks out, because they even do super short cranks as well, but they've got GPS computers. Wireless group set on the road, which is available in China at the moment, but I am told give it about 6 months and it should be coming to Western shores. And what's interesting about it, it is 10 to 12 speed compatible. Will it go up to 13? Who knows? But definitely a company I'll be keeping an eye on. What do we reckon? New Sunnies from Shikon in for test. Yes, I've just been to see them, and they're the last ones on the list before I sign off of it. But what's interesting, not so much the new sunglasses, though they are nice, is that they are trying to educate pros about looking after their eyes, to the point where they're trying to talk them into doing the same exercises that F1 drivers do by looking about here, there and everywhere at some computer system or something, because apparently it increases your reaction time. The things you learn here at Eurobike. Right, that is enough from me for this video. There is more to come in a second video. The inaugural Eurobike Shoddy Awards, and I have just given a prize to somebody who might have been on the Shikon stand. No, not that guy, but somebody else. Right, tune in for that, which will be in a couple of days. And if you haven't already commented in the comments below about the gear that's in the video, please do. But as always, thank you for watching and enjoy your riding.